Hey, Kayak Cliff here today. We're at Ichitokney State Park in September of 2019, and we're gonna go in and we're gonna kayak and take about a 2-hour float down through Ichitokney River State Park. And this is one of the beautiful gems of Florida. So come along, let's head on in and check out Ichitokney Springs. Okay, hey, thanks a lot for coming along. We're going to start our paddle today in Ichitokney Springs State Park, which is located in Fort White, Florida, and it's real close to I-75, so pretty convenient up in North Florida. I'll put the address in the description box below. But first, before we start, if you like my videos, if you like hiking, biking, camping, cycling, and of course kayaking videos, please like and subscribe, because about 80% of what I do are adventure videos, and then I mix in some review videos as well. But please like and subscribe and hit that notification bell. I really appreciate it. Now, the paddle we're doing today down Ichitokney Springs River, it's about 60% of the river. The whole length of Ichitokney River goes all the way out to the Santa Fe River, where here you see it spilling into the Santa Fe River. And then the Santa Fe River flows and meanders and moves on down till it merges ultimately with the Suwannee River. And then the Suwannee River empties out into the Gulf of Mexico. So this is a heavy river part of Florida with lots and lots of springs along all of those rivers. But first, we're pulling in here to Ichitokney Springs State Park. And good news, if you don't have a kayak, you can rent it right here from Paddling Adventures.
All right, Cliff, let's stop videoing and get those boats in the water. Now.
We just launched and we're heading down the Ichitokney now. And gosh, look how beautiful and clear this water is. The sun just came out and it's lighting it up.
Well, let me get out of your way. See? All right, get you back too.
Boy, the boat that Mike's in, it's a perfect camouflage boat for these Florida spring rivers. Blends right in.
It is pretty good, isn't it?
Hey, right up here in front of us is the Blue Hole, and this is an area we're going to go later. It's restricted from kayak. There's a like a chain fence right there to keep us from going in. But we're going to paddle as far as we can and take a peek, and we'll go back there to go in the Blue Hole and do a little diving when we're done. Well, I guess it says restricted area, so maybe we're not supposed to go all the way up in here. Speaking about springs, I just showed you the big spring coming out of the blue hole there. What if you took a water bottle, big Nalgene bottle, and dove down to the spring source and filled it up? Would it be good to drink? I bet it would taste awesome. Well, I'm going to try that on the Swanee trip, which is a 3-day trip we have coming up starting tomorrow. And I'm going to try that. I'm going to fill up a Nalgene bottle and I'm going to run it through a filter just to be sure. But I want to see how it tastes. Anybody ever done that? Put a message in the comments. Has anybody ever dove down, drunk right out of the spring? Any problems? Let me know.
Yeah, these little caves or cuttings.
Look at this. You know, Florida's full of limestone. All these springs flow through limestone beds. And got these limestone rock formations here, which are really cool. Here's another offshoot that's a kind of a restricted area that you don't want to go past, but I think there's another spring back in there. And the blue hole in these other holes and spring sources, you're not really accessing them from the river. You're going to access them from a hiking trail and go back in there. So we're going to do that after this paddle. Looks like there's a midpoint landing, so I think we're at the midpoint of our run on this river. We're taking a little longer than we're supposed to, but we're just taking all the time that we need to check out the Ichitokney. Hey, if any of you have action cameras like I do and you get out and you put them under the water or you get sweat or you get anything on them, keep one of these chamois in your kayak. It's great for cleaning off the lens and getting it all pretty for your pictures. Doug, look. Oh, hey. Looks like a little offshoot right here. I think I hear water flowing back there. Let's go see. Oh yeah, there's some current up there. Must be a spring back up in here that's feeding this. Real pretty. Can't believe how shady it is back here. It's just peaceful. I can't imagine what it's like here in the summer. I bet it's just overrun with people. But I tell you, after school starts, football season starts, all of that, come out here on a weekday. It's unbelievable. There's nobody out here. Just perfectly peaceful. I bet it's fine on the weekends too after September, and it's still hot like summer. So, real nice. Boy, just paddling down these rivers, heck, the rivers are only like 50 yards wide, and they're so narrow and so heavily tree-lined, it seems like there's always some shade that you can find. Makes it really nice. And I tell you, this water's so clear, when you're paddling in your kayak, and you're just drifting over these grass beds and sandy areas, you almost feel like you're flying because the clarity is the same underwater as it is up above. So it almost looks like you're hovering over something and just flying through the air. So real neat. I tell you, if you visit Florida or you live in Florida, I grew up in Florida, and I grew up on the beaches, going to the Keys, going to the beaches. Every once in a while we'd come inland and go to our springs, but I tell you, Florida has two things. It has beaches and it's got springs, and both of them are awesome. So when you go to Florida, you want to check them both out. Got 3 on a tree here. Okay, we're coming down to the end. This is where the takeout is for the state park. What they do is we drop the boats off and parked at the beginning, and then they'll take us and our boats back to our cars. Basically, when you come up here, the shuttle to take you back to your car is on the hour. So 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, whatever. Just make sure you end on the hour and you'll get an easy ride back to your vehicle. Okay, this one's called Head Spring. 2 springs you can walk to, Head Spring and Blue Hole. So hey, we're gonna jump in here, see what it looks like. I got my goggles, I'm ready to go.
It'll be worth it once we get in.
Woo, that's cold. Oh, holy moly.
I don't know if there's any worth it to it.
Yeah, it's worth it. Once you get in and get used to it, it'll be worth it.
It's gonna be cold. Trip dip. Oh, that's cold. 72 degrees, you wouldn't think it's that cold. But you get numb after a little bit. I've been here in February, March in these springs, and it actually feels warm then because it's cold outside. But when it's warm outside, it feels cold in here. Okay, here, so this is the Blue Hole. This is a lot deeper spring than the Head Spring, so we're gonna hop in and go down to that. As far as I know, it goes way down, and then up underneath where I'm standing on this platform, there's a big cave. So, hey, we're gonna take the polar plunge again and hop in. I'm getting numb again.
Gotta get used to the cold.
Whew. Okay, whatever. That blue hole's just a big deep abyss down there. It's that's pretty cool. I'm gonna swim over it, but I'm told it just pushes you right back out.